And co-host of First and Last on ESPN Radio, Mike Golick Jr. They're both with us this morning. McCoy, the man deserves a Pepto-Bismol or Tums commercial after the first 6 weeks of the season. Mark, what's going through his mind here in that final minute last night?
Well, I mean,
it's bigger than just football, Kevin. It's bigger than football.
Can I tell you something? You're welcome.
That's what I needed.
Enlightened right now. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
All right.
This is all going downhill now.
Yeah.
No recovering from that.
You guys hang tight. Do whatever you want to do. We're going to send it over to Serena for.
What do you got?
Can a Budweiser be a spirit animal? I feel like that would be appropriate, right?
Sure. I mean, why not?
Do you have a spirit animal?
Do I have a spirit
Yes,
you. What spirit animal would you be?
He's the plumber.
Yeah,
That's actually not bad.
That's nice, right?
That's a good
speech. Some speech right there.
That's a good speech.
I do what I can. I come prepared a little bit.
He has let America know that he still doesn't know where he's going. Maybe he'll vote for you on this.
Hey, don't let me bring a prop. No, we don't want
My props.
Has finally decided when and where the postponed game between LSU and Florida will be played. But not everyone is happy about it. Now, the game was originally scheduled for last Saturday in Gainesville, but Hurricane Matthew had other ideas. The makeup game is now set for November 19th, but there's a catch. They will now play it in Baton Rouge. Yep. Yeah.
Right over Kenny Mayne's head,
We could call our home run derby from.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Yes, we can get him to do that.
Jaymee,
Can you? If that would be the greatest thing ever.
Seriously, we did a wiffle ball run
Can we do that?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Hey, Vin, if you're watching.
All right. That'd be awesome.
You know, it's interesting. They went from this team that everybody loved. They were kind of the darlings, and now they are just this hated team.
Yes.
Everyone else doesn't like them.
It's kind of what we saw with the arc with LeBron, you know, and the early years in Cleveland, the good fight carrying the team, the wonderment, and then things turned, and now it seems like it's coming back to LeBron.
I think Levisar mentioned that in one of our earlier conversations with him a few months back. He's like,
Just to go.
Yes, exactly. Whether or not you believe the curse is real, the fact remains the same. It's been 107 years since the Cubs last won the World Series.
Yeah, and it's been 70 years since they even made it to the World Series. They've come close, but it just seems to slip away every single time.
on this day in 2003, our steward, Scott Van Pelt, were on the desk the night Steve Bartman became a household name.
SportsCenter AM, 60 minutes to go. Jaymee, Serena, Jay, and Kevin with you.
It was an epic ending for Chargers fans. Even though Mike McCoy's face sure didn't show it, that game came down to the wire, and they came up on top against the Broncos.
He was feeling the pressure.
Yeah, he
Again, speaking of pressure, how about Clayton Kershaw trying to save the Dodgers season, pitching on 1 day's rest after throwing 110 pitches in Game 4?
Absolutely amazing. What a game last night as the Dodgers do advance to the NLCS. Tim Kirkjian, he's been covering this sport a long time. He called it one of the most amazing games that he has ever seen, and it's what you with us on SportsCenter AM. And how does this performance, and really his performance in this entire series, go in terms of kind of erasing that postseason stigma that Kershaw had previously?
What postseason stigma?
Right.
It's extraordinary, right?
That's just what we did.
That's right. That's right. It's a big deal in today's game.
Right. Kershaw, one of 5 pitchers used out of the bullpen by the Dodgers. Nats using 6 relievers last night. 5 alone in the 7th. They allowed 4 runs. In this era of specialization, what do you make of the bullpen usage around baseball this postseason?
Well, there must be something to it because 3 of the 4 teams in the postseason.
Postseason thing, I think we might see it in the regular season more.
Absolutely. You're going to start seeing it in the regular season more, and it's not just the postseason thing. I think Francona started doing it towards the end of the season.
How important those bullpens are, especially when you get to the postseason. You look, I mean, a team like the Giants, a lot of these teams that are not playing anymore, you look at their bullpen or how they were managed. So it'll be interesting to see how that continues to affect things.
And the depth of the bullpen,
Absolutely.
how important it is.
Yeah. Dodgers start their series in Chicago tomorrow night. Meanwhile, Game 1 of the ALCS will be later tonight in Toronto. Our NFL insider, Josina Anderson, to the program now. And Josina, what is the feeling inside the Giants organization about Eli's recent struggles?
Well, I can tell you prior even to the Packers game, it is the job of the offensive coordinator and the coaches to call the right plays. But Eli Manning also has to make those throws. Now, granted, there's a question of the protection of the offensive line and what the defense is doing to him in terms of hurrying up the throws. We saw that against the Vikings. We saw that against the Packers. But at the same time, there are definitely stats that are showing he could elevate his play. And those are the things that people are talking about within the organization that could also be paid attention to.
Yeah, of course. Also, a loss Sunday would drop them to 2-4, and they've been under 500 through 6 games only once in the Eli Manning era. That was in 2013 when they were 0-6. Josina, thanks so much.
But they played hard. They played just the way he coaches, with their hearts on, being a good example of that.
They could be 6-0. I mean,
Yeah, that's exactly right. They could be.
When McCoy says we're gonna learn a lot from this, what are they learning from this game?
Special teams.
That's the moral of the
If you
story.
want to get technical.
The other thing is when you don't have a LeGarrette Blount.
Okay. Why are you smiling at me? If you're
He doesn't like it open in short yardage and goal line.
And Gordon had a big run, but
Right.
he really isn't that in between.